Hey everybody, Shane here, dailyastrocad.com, and today is Wednesday, and it is the 4th of March, so let's go, shall we? Look, Mercury retrograde, let's talk about that first, okay? Still messing with the tech, still doing the stuff, still trying to innovate, though, still trying to do some different things. Yesterday's recordings were very well received, and they were produced quickly. Not the usual one. The usual one I produced the usual way, but the one about the full moon, yeah, that was done with a little bit of help, right? So it came out pretty good. Was able to curate it and everything. So let's talk about today's astrology. The moon in Virgo is void of course at 9:53 in the morning, and it's going to enter Libra at 1:56. That's a little bit of a void of course right in the middle of the day, right? We don't want to be starting some new things, but we're going to get through some things, right? Because we've got a great chance early on to get some things really going. We can commit to some details. We can actually do the finalization of whatever it is we want to give up, whatever it is we're trying to do, whatever it is we need to do to lessen our load so we can innovate a little bit better and actually use technology that's still vexing and still going to be hard, right? Same thing with communication, same thing with everything. We're actually getting into a period now where we're going to start being able to go back and start to revise some of the things that we're doing, some of the ways that we're going about these things, and then coming back and then just reapproaching it. Perfect, right? Fine-tuning. Now, learning lots of things here too. So, look, are we there yet? That's the only question I have, right? If harmonious Libra energy is helping us lighten our load, are we there yet? Look, there's still time today to make that one good decision regarding details as they apply to your work, or works for that matter of fact. Remember, we're not following parallel paths anymore. They have merged. I feel the need to change something up, right? What would I change? Something vibrational that'll help me get through some of the challenges that I've been facing. What do you think that is? Leave it in the comments below. Now, look, the challenges are minor when you look around and see what else is going on in the world, right? Venus is sextile with Uranus. Perhaps that will begin to quell and de-escalate some of the global tensions that Mars square Uranus brought about. Could. Don't know. Now, Mercury is still retrograde, so do your best to keep on trying to find ways to utilize it better. And today's keyword is wobble, like we're wobbling, or we're just wobbling our way through these things. It doesn't feel like a very straight line, right? And with that Mercury being in Pisces, we're going to be sensing things. The color is a diaphanous green, very light and very translucent. Now, Pisces season can make us feel things. Feel things. Yes, I'm feeling things right now. It is the sixth sense. It is the sixth sense awakening in many, but you won't recognize it unless you're watery by your nature, by your sign, right? If you're a water sign, if you have a heavy preponderance of water in your chart, or there's one or two aspects that make it like, oh, yes, right? Now, we're interpreting the signals that we're being fed in metaphysical ways. We're not necessarily processing them like we should, but we're actually processing them in different ways. The veil is particularly thin, and there are there's networks that are forming in our paradigm that we aren't even aware of. It's complete with connection points, crossroads, and nodes. Ideas that are as seemingly random as a card pulled from a deck. Or are they? Things will come to mind, and a few days later, or even weeks later, we get a notion of how or why that came to be. Why is something on your mind? Why did something suddenly come to the forefront? An idea or something like that. And the next thing you know, it's like, oh, interesting. So, a slight change in appearance may help attract more green energy. Just saying. Now, It's the innovation that's kind of vexing us, though. You don't need to buy any new items. Not advisable during a retrograde, right? Just learn how to use what you already possess. We have a chance to drill down today. Drill down to what? I don't know, but don't wobble, because that just makes the hole bigger, right? We want to drill down. Planning, that's tough, but deadlines and commitments, those are kind of your friend with this Mercury retrograde thing going on, because it forces some Saturn discipline to actually go out and do the thing. Otherwise, we're not going to do the thing. I almost did that today. I had a thing to do, and I almost didn't do the thing. And finally, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go do the thing. All right? Let me know what it is that you've been putting off or you may have put off, and put it in the comments. Let me know. So growth brings change, and change, let's face it, it's not always good, nor is it always desired. Yeah, sometimes we don't want to, but it still needs to be handled. Growth, in some respects, means that we may lose some of our earlier supporters for reasons unknown. This is getting personal. They've quietly slipped away. It happens with people in your life, too. You work one job, and next thing you know, you move on, and then everything kind of just slides away. It's a new phase, right? So, by commenting and having me comment back, we get to strengthen our connection here. So that way I don't feel like you're drifting. By coming here every day, it's my goal to deepen your love of astrology and your knowledge of it, knowledge of astrological learning and astrology itself. And that is what I want to accomplish with all of you. So, I like this one. In 1902, the American Automobile Association, otherwise known as AAA, is founded in Chicago. And our birth, I use this one all the time because I just do. Antonio Vivaldi, born in 1678, died in 1781, a Baroque violin virtuoso and composer. We know him for the Four Seasons, born in Venezia, the Republic of Venice. And that's all I have for you. So let me recap properly now, because today's keyword is wobble, and our color is diaphanous green, very light and very translucent. I appreciate and love every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in here and doing all the nice things, growing again, and I just really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Got some other videos that are going to be coming out sooner, because I actually started working on the Aries season 1 today. And that promises to be quite the event, and I think you're not going to want to miss that. So do me a favor, leave me some comments, show me some love, and I will give that love right back to you. Today is a 5. Happy astrocatting.